Ashutosh. Many would suggest 2019 figures really would not suffice, but that's what we have to go by. So if you go by that, the combine of AAP and Congress still doesn't match up to the strength of the BJP in Delhi.
Why we are taking 2019 as a benchmark? Why not take 2014 parliamentary elections? In 2014 parliamentary election, the BJP got 46% vote share, and the Congress and the Aam combined were 47% vote share. So the data you want to look at is very, very different. And don't forget, Delhi is a very unique state in terms of elections. In 2013, Aam Aadmi Party from nowhere comes and get 28% vote share, and but in 2015 assembly election, there is a jump of 24% vote share in the Aam Aadmi Party. So the Aam Aadmi Party gets 67 seats, and the vote share jumps to 54%. But in a parliamentary election, just the reverse. Similarly, in 2019, Aam Aadmi Party, in 2020 assembly election, Aam Aadmi Party again gets 54% vote share. And in parliament election, Aam Aadmi Party's vote share dips to 18%, and the Congress gets more than the BJP, more than this. So it's a very unique phenomenon in Delhi. Every election, in my opinion, is a different election. And because the past vote share and the numbers can be a pointer to the analysis, to the discussion. But the fact of the matter is, if the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress are together, if they give a sense of unity to the voters, then they will present a very potent alternative to the BJP. And that's why the BJP has to be a little bit worried about it.
All right, okay. The reason why we picked 2019 and not 2014 was 2019 is closer to 2024 than 2014. And that's the only reason why we did so. And that would be, I would reckon, arithmetically what we would need to go by. But I want to cut across to Akshay Marathe. Akshay Marathe, you've got 4 of, 3. 4 against 3, where your seat sharing in Delhi is concerned. The sticking points were what, Akshay Marathe? The seat of Chandigarh, which you wanted, and possibly that one seat in Gujarat, which Ahmed Patel's family is very keen on.
Preeti, first of all, I can neither confirm nor deny that these seat sharing numbers are correct.
You can deny.
The only thing I can tell you is that the negotiations are still on and they are in the final stages. Of course, in the final stages, it often happens that there are leaks, and maybe the leaks are correct, maybe they are not correct. But the fact of the matter is that in the last few months, both parties have worked very meticulously. It has been a slow process, sometimes frustrating process. But at the end of it, clearly there is light at the end of the tunnel, and we are very positively working towards.
As I bring in Monica Mehrotra, I'll ask you one question. Yeah, Akshay Marathe, I'll ask you one question. You're saying that these are just leaks. But yesterday, you had your leader, Arvind Kejriwal, and said talks are nearly over, they're on the brink, nearly finished, nothing's going to happen, it's too late. Have we moved beyond that today? It's not so late, talks are reaching fruition?
I can assure you, I don't think Arvind Kejriwal has ever said that talks are on the brink. Sure, some leaders of both parties have had fatalistic predictions about the future of the negotiations, but it can be the individual views of those leaders based on their views of how the negotiation is going on. But I'm very happy to say that both national leaderships of both parties have been very mature. They have not made any stray remarks that can affect the dynamics at this stage. We are committed to the idea of fighting the BJP unitedly. We are committed to the India alliance, and we are hopeful that this seat sharing works out for the best for people who actually are looking for an alternative. Let me make one final point before you go to Anika. The key here is voter enthusiasm. I was part of both 2014 and 19 elections. Voters of AAP and Congress felt that there was no point, because BJP was such a juggernaut, these two parties are going to split the votes between each other. But this time, with a united face, the voter enthusiasm in both parties' voters will be very high, and they will come out in bigger numbers than we have ever seen before in Lok Sabha elections. And that is the source of our optimism.
Because this is something I quite enjoy doing, but let me do it to you. Let me make you listen to what Arvind Kejriwal said yesterday, and I'll go across to Monica Mehrotra. Let's listen in, and Monica Mehrotra will go to you then.
देखिए अगले 1-2 दिन में क्या होता है
सर, लेकिन सपा के साथ अनाउंस हो गया है, आपको लग रहा है कि अब तो कल जल्दी अनाउंस हो जाए तो सर क्लियर हो जाए, क्योंकि डिले हो जाए,
बहुत डिले हो गया है, जल्दी होना चाहिए।
बहुत देर हो गई है. That's what he said. But doesn't matter, Akshay Marathe. Things change every 24 hours. Everything changes. And he did say, अगले एक दो दिन में देखते हैं क्या होता है. But Anika Malhotra, I'm going to bring back the figures of 2019 because that's what the figures we have to go by. And there, Aam Aadmi Party is actually number 3 where it comes down to vote share. You were 23% and Aam Aadmi Party stood at 18%. What made you agree to being a junior partner in Delhi by giving Aam Aadmi Party 4 and you fighting 3?
It's not like that, a junior or a senior partner. Preeti, let us put it very clearly. The purpose behind the whole India Alliance has always been that the divisive politics which is being done by the Bharatiya Janata Party or Modani or Modi government, whichever you would like to address the party, that's a focus point that we have to get rid of such a party which is actually dividing India into bits and pieces in terms of their policies, in terms of their behavior, the farmers, the demonetization, you name it, and the mess that they've created. So the purpose behind the whole is to eradicate such a party which is actually spoiling the democratic fabric of this country. And that is why we feel it's not junior or senior.
So you've done it for the larger good?
Is,
you've done it for the larger good. This is your alliance dharma, where even though you had a larger percentage in the last election, you've decided to give Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party, at least where Delhi is concerned, more seats. I want to come to you, Charu Pragya, to pull you in on all of this. With what Ashutosh said, you know, every election somewhere down the line, he's also correct, is a very different election. And the figures of 2019 really might not hold, and possibly in 2014 or what went down could come in. And if that really happens, then that's quite a cause of concern. While I do it, I'll also go constituency by constituency, break it down on what were the vote share out of this each 7 constituency and which constituencies the Aam Aadmi Party, Congress combined could actually have a fair shot. Over to you, Charu Pragya.
Thank you, Preeti, and a good evening to all my fellow panelists and all the viewers. And very respectfully, to answer to what Ashutosh ji was saying, elections or politics of any kind is not math. It is more chemistry. And I have always realized that when we try and put 2 and 2 together, it doesn't always add up to a 4 because that's not how people function. But I find this new alliance that Aam Aadmi Party and Congress has found very interesting because the dialogues, if I can call them that, spoken by the leaders on both the sides have been quite telling. Because the Chief Minister in Punjab had said, Ek thi Congress. A month ago, a candidate had been declared on a seat in Gujarat, and the seat of Bharuch at that, where the daughter of the tallest, one of the tallest Congress leaders, Ahmed Patel, wanted to contest. That seat was declared a month ago. I don't think there was any discussion during the declaration of a candidate for that seat between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, and that shows you the position of the Congress in any of these alliances. Of course, the leaders like to believe that when we come together, everything is going to be hunky-dory. लेकिन हिंदी में ऐसे कहा जाता है कि नेता तो हाथ मिला सकते हैं, लेकिन क्या कार्यकर्ताओं के दिल मिलेंगे? In the days past, those who've been abusing Congress in certain states, do you think they're going to come together and contest together? Because you've had a very contrary stand, and in so many states you've had a very contrary stand. However, in this particular case, BJP is going to remain a bystander because it is nothing to do with our house, and I'm only making observations as a keen political observer. That being said, for those who are hoping that Bharatiya Janata Party's vote share is going to go down, let me assure you that election after election, Modi ji's popularity continues to be on the rise, and that is because he shows us a report card of the work done by Modi government before every single election. That report card ticks off the promises we have made. That report card shows us a vision of the future. And India's rising position, whether on a global platform or on a developmental platform within the country itself, is ample proof, and that is why love continues to pour upon BJP.